Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. I'm sorry, I just saw a message and it made me laugh. Oh, I can't even talk about it. But I just saw a message and made me laugh. I apologize. Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you until 3 o'clock this afternoon. 3 o'clock. It is 3 o'clock. I'm here probably till about 4:30 this afternoon because I have a place that I have to be at 5. So I'm probably here till about 4:30 this afternoon. Come on in. Once you get in, come in, say hi to me. Say hi to me. Let me know where you checking me out from. Let's see. Why am I hearing that in my ear? Let's see. Hold on. I know why I'm hearing it. Cut that out. There we go. Robert. Why am I getting? What is going on? I don't know. Robert. Good afternoon. Butler Brown. Good afternoon from Cartersville, Georgia. Erica from Reading. Hey, what's up? Sierra, she's working at a fossil verification lab. That's funny. You don't even have to know why it's funny. Just know that it is funny. I'm in a really good mood today. I woke up just feeling good, and I wanted to have some fun, laugh a little, and today is one of those days. I'm in a really good mood. Olympia, good. Happy Friday from Westchester. Black Russian, good afternoon. Checking us out from Bond Hill. David Herring, good afternoon. Of course, the little baby ain't here. Checking in from Westchester. Broken Wing says he's checking in from the gates of hell. Damn. All right. Look, be wherever, I guess. Anthony, good afternoon from Westwood. Broken Wing said play that Mega and the Powerball. I don't typically do it, but when it gets up around these numbers, which is really, when you think about it, like the worst time to play. I think from a number standpoint, your odds are better when the jackpot is lower. And what the heck? If I won $85 million, I wouldn't be mad. I only won $85 million. But I'll go play. I don't remember what it's up to. Is it up to over $1 billion yet? I'll go play it. Let's see. We got Brenda, working from home in Fairfield. Gotta love working from home. Got Daryl checking in from north of I-275. Scott from West Walnut Hills. Yo Underwood say he down at Hard Rock Casino. Don't tell CK that. You have him down there. Anybody remember when Fred Flintstone had a gambling addiction? I might be the only person who remember that. Fred Flintstone had a gambling addiction. They would say bet, and he would be like, bet. Yeah. So every time I hear CK or really anybody talk about a gambling addiction, I always go back to Fred Flintstone. It's weird. Tony says, what's up from Lincoln Heights? Shirley, good afternoon. She checking in from Westchester. Quintano, say, what up, Juggernauts? Oh, Juggernauts. Can't beat that. Mount Auburn. Broken Wing says, I'm female. Born that way. Oh, my bad. I don't know why all this time I thought you was a male. So I apologize. Lewis says, checking in from the airport. Daryl remembers, people remembering the episode of the Flintstones. Yeah, Fred had a gambling addiction. He did. Dwayne, good afternoon. He says from Mount Airy. LaDonna, good afternoon. Got Crystal in the house. All right. Checking in from Forest Park. A few of y'all out there working from home. Can't beat that. Let's see. We got Ross Freeman checking in. Tria from Columbia Township. Scott asking about somebody being down there donating money. Y'all, I woke up today. Oh, Myosha says, not in the bunker. She quit early today. All right. So which wing of the house are you in? I'm assuming when you say the bunker, but you might actually have a bunker. She got that kind of money, y'all. But either way, I'm assuming she's at home. I feel good today. It looks like after 13 ballots, McCarthy loses again. He has picked up some votes. But he's still losing. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't be shocked though if he wins today. It is, for some of them, it's like their Independence Day. The rest of us are like, this is the day that the insurrection happened. This is the day that they tried to come in and overthrow the government. This is the day that if they were black, we would be talking about the day that the massacre happened at Capitol Hill. Because it would have been, I know it's a few years later. I know, but I still think about it. Can y'all just imagine if those had been black people breaking in, beating the police, squashing them inside of the little doors, all of that kind of stuff? Can y'all imagine that? It would have been a massacre. Bullets flying everywhere from the police. But no, it wasn't. It was white people. So it was just, police took that ass whooping. They took getting bear sprayed. They bear sprayed them, not just pepper spray. They used the pepper spray that you would use on a bear. You know how strong pepper spray gotta be to stop a damn bear? And the police just got sprayed with it. Oh. And that was that. Come on, can you imagine me, just me, if I'm downtown during the Black Lives Matter marches and I pull out some bear spray and spray a police officer, spray in the general direction of a police officer. Pop, 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 pop. We feared for his life. You know what I'm saying? I would be dead. It's just the truth. They sprayed him with bear spray. It's not funny, but it's funny because they took it. So this is the 2-year anniversary, because you know we got to commemorate everything. I saw Joe Biden. I think he's walking off he's still standing up there. They are given presidential medals to law enforcement officials who were kind of caught up in the whole insurrection thing. We like to commemorate everything. That's what's going on. I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying, and to say, I'm saying all of that to say, I wouldn't be shocked if today were the day that those hardline Republicans decided, hey, we're going to elect a speaker today. We'll go ahead and relent, since this is a special day in our hearts. Because they look upon January 6th, the insurrection, favorably. So I wouldn't be shocked by that at all. But yeah, man, those people, LaDonna say, this is the first time you hearing about bear spray? Yeah. Yes, bear spray. And again, I just think, and it is not, look, let me warn y'all right now. All right. It's only like 30 something people watching. So I can warn y'all, and then y'all can warn other people if they decide to come in. I'm in a good mood today. I feel like laughing and joking. Hold on, let me say something. This is 2023, all right? And I made some decisions going into 2023. Some of them I had already made, but I'm gonna say this and I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling it like it is. And you'll understand that I'm not bragging as I go on. I'm happy. Like in my life, I am happy. I'm happy with just about everything that's going on in my life. I I don't make a whole lot of money, but my house is paid for. My cars are paid for. All my bills get paid regularly and on time. If Mrs. Livingston said to me right now, like legit, if she came walking in here and said, Julio, I want to go to Paris for a week, I would say, book it. That would be the whole conversation. Book it, but that wouldn't be the whole conversation because then we had to get into where do you want to stay and what do you want to do and what do you want to this, and then I got to make all those decisions, and I'll be thinking I wasn't the one that wanted to go to Paris. I don't care. If you want to go to Paris, I'm with you. I'll go to Paris with you, but I don't want to decide what hotel we staying in Paris because I don't really want to go to Paris. I just want to be with you, baby. I don't care about visiting the daggone Eiffel Tower. I've been to the one at Kings Island. It's all the same. But I'll go to be with you. But why I got to make the decisions? What day you want to go? What day you want to leave? What day you... All of those decisions, she would ask me all of those questions and then get frustrated when I say, baby, whatever you want to do is fine with me. But I know that. I'm asking you to make a decision. Oh, I don't care. I really don't care. You want to go to Paris? I want to support you. I love you, baby. If you want to go to Paris, let's go to motherfucking Paris. Well, where are we going to stay? Wherever you want us to stay. See, that's the stuff I'm talking about. It would turn into a whole thing. And eventually, she would end up making all those decisions. Eventually, she would make all those decisions. She would just be frustrated with me. But if she wanted to, I would just say, book it. Book it. And we wouldn't have to use credit cards to do it. That's what I'm saying. I got a little bit of money saved up. You know what I'm saying? Where life ain't no struggle. Like I said, the house paid for, the car's paid for, all my bills is paid. I eat every day. You can tell. You can tell. I eat every day. I have fun. Me and Mrs. Livingston, we laugh. Like, I know some of y'all get mad because I laugh about a whole lot of stuff. Me and Mrs. Livingston, we watch TV. She don't really like TV. I like TV. But we'll be watching TV and we'll be talking because, again, she don't really watch TV. She don't know she be frustrating me when she be talking. She be frustrating me. I be like, and this is what I be thinking. Now, on the outside, I just be like, yeah, you're right. You're right, baby. Yeah, On the inside, I be thinking, can't you see I'm watching? Like, I'm going to miss something. Why are you talking? Why are we having a full conversation during the most important part? This is exposition. This is the stuff I have to know in order to really get the show. You asking me shit. That's what I be thinking. On the outside, I just be, you're right. That was a nice shirt that he had on. You're right. Yeah. But either way it go, we sit back, we laugh, we talk, and we laugh some more. Like, look, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, rich by any means. Not rich by any means. But I got a good life. And so for the people who be mad at me because I'm always joking and laughing and all of that kind of stuff, I don't know what to tell you. I'm happy. Get happy like me. Get happy like, oh, you just be silly all the time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Look, I be being silly when it's time to be silly, which is most of the time. And I be about my business when it's time to be about my business. And believe it or not, even when I'm being about my business, a lot of times I'm being silly. Because I like to have fun and I like to laugh. I'm like a kid at heart. I'm a kid at heart. So no matter what I'm doing, you got to know. You got to know I'm having fun, or I won't be doing it for very long. So, today, though, is just one of those days where when I woke up, I felt good. Everything, I see the humor in everything. And it's just one of them days for me. Just one of them days for me. So, don't be mad at me. I posted a couple things on Lincoln Ware Show when people try to attack me. I don't understand why y'all attack me when I'm just having fun. But I'm okay with it. But just know I'm gonna have fun. You could be mad at me. That's what I've been telling them online. Just calm the fuck down. Just calm the fuck down. It's fun. I'm having fun. If you taking stuff seriously, like nonsense, if you taking nonsense seriously, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you, not me. I'm clearly just being silly and having fun. What's funny to me may not be funny to you. I think more people should just have fun. Can you believe it's 2023 and people still out here shooting people? Black people still out here shooting other black people. Why? Why? Life is, I don't want to say it's too short, but life is too short to just walk around mad at people all the time. It's too short to just walk around mad at people all the time. I was reading this story. Hold on, where's this story? Where's the story? Go here. Oh, scroll up. 10 people shot in Miami during a French Montana video shoot. 10 people were injured when gunfire erupted outside of Miami Gardens restaurant in Florida on Thursday night. Witnesses said it was a video shoot for French Montana. You are shooting a music video and y'all shooting each other? Come on, man. Y'all should be having fun. Y'all should be having fun. You shooting a music video. What is wrong with people that we so upset about everything? Everybody is so, triggered about every little thing. Man, look, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. And you daggone right, somebody said I'm going to get in trouble. You daggone right, because Mrs. Livingston be watching this. And when I go upstairs, she going to be there. So you don't like to talk to me while we watching TV? No, baby, that was for radio. I love talking to you about the shirt that the main character got on in the particular scene when he giving all the good details. For real, that's exactly what I'll say. And you know what'll happen? She'll give me this little look, and then she'll say something sarcastic back to me, and we will laugh. We will laugh. Because we have fun. Everything is way too fragile to be running around mad enough at people to just shoot people at a music video shoot. I understand some serious stuff do go on. And, we try to discuss serious stuff, too. We try to discuss serious stuff, but it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. So I'm in a good mood today, and I don't know what to tell y'all. Sierra, hold on, where was it? Sierra says, I got attacked on the Lincoln Ware Show for mentioning dinosaurs. Well, you didn't really get attacked for mentioning dinosaurs. People were attacking the Bible, and you were trying to use dinosaurs to help those people attack the Bible. So yeah, people gonna attack you. Plus, you just believe in what the white man say. The white man tell you it's dinosaurs, so you believe it's dinosaurs. You ever see a dinosaur? I saw the bones. They can make that in the lab. I've seen them cast all kind of stuff. They can make all kind of stuff. Special effects. You know what I'm saying? Some plaster. I don't have the expertise to verify that those are actual dinosaur bones. But the white man told you they was dinosaur bones, so you believe the white man. Somebody mad. Why everything got to come down to black and white with you, Emanuel? Calm the fuck down. I'm just having fun. I'm being silly, sorta. I mean, I'm wrapping it in, reality. Like it's for real. I can't verify that dinosaurs existed. I believe dinosaurs existed, but I can't verify it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a paleontologist, and then I don't even think they're the ones who verify that this is an actual dinosaur bone. Who verifies that something is a dinosaur bone? Not you, but you believe it. Why you believe it? Because somebody told you it was true. Somebody said it was true. Somebody said, this is a dinosaur bone. And you was like, really? And they was like, look, I got on a white lab coat. This is a dinosaur bone. And you like, okay, it's a dinosaur bone. We don't know who these people are, but we believe them. That's why I like, y'all be mad at people for believing in the Bible and mad at people for believing in this. What do you believe in? And where did you get your information from? Somebody told you something and you believed it. We all believe stuff that we didn't individually, personally verify to some degree because we don't have the expertise to do it. So you be mad at somebody because they believe in God. Mad at somebody because they believe in dinosaurs. I don't know what's true. I just believe what I believe. And I hope I believe the right thing. I see a few of y'all. I saw Scott mention this earlier. David's mentioned it. A few people have mentioned it. Did you miss how the Jacks game turned out? I meant to give y'all a update. See, I brought the Jacks with me. Somebody said to me, I didn't actually have no Jacks. So you ain't got no Jacks. You just got a picture of somebody with some Jacks. These are the two balls. I'm childish. I told y'all I'm childish. I can't say two balls without laughing. Because it make me think of Sister Francis. If one ball activate, it's a girl. If another ball activate, it's a boy. What about twins? That's with both balls activated. Oh. But so those are the two balls. These are the Jacks. See, 10 Jacks. Can't leave them on the floor. I've been stepped on them. And I think everybody understands how painful that is. So yeah, no. These are actually my Jacks. My Jacks, like nothing, whatever. They're actual Jacks. And I told y'all what was gonna happen. I beat that ass. What did y'all think? Y'all thought I was just talking just to be talking? Come on. I don't say it unless it's true. And Mrs. Livingston might not agree with that. Oh, I'm going to give her a rematch. She actually did tell me, don't be going down there lying to them people. Oh. Hey. I'm one man. I give you my perspective. What else is going on in the world? Or what is actually going on in the world? Because I ain't talked about nothing yet, except the fact that I'm happy. Don't take everything so serious and have some fun. Life is too serious to not have fun. Get all frustrated, upset outside of people's video shooting next thing you know. So when is Mrs. Livingston coming on the show? She don't really like this stuff. She'll watch it. She'll critique. but she don't really, want to be a part of the fray. And I respect that. I understand it. Um, but yes, people, 13 votes, McCarthy, is it official? Yeah, McCarthy lost. They have just voted to adjourn again after failing to elect a speaker. So I guess they're going to go back and they're going to get in there and they're going to, try to browbeat the people who are not voting for McCarthy. And I keep seeing stuff, and I kind of talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I keep seeing people posting stuff like, oh, those people who ain't voting for McCarthy shouldn't get paid. They holding up the government and blah, blah, blah. Look, here's what the way that I say that you handle all of that. I don't know, I feel like I'm too close to the camera. Let me back up. Here's what I say you do. Change the rules. Change the rules. The majority vote getter becomes the speaker. Change the rules. Other than that, man, let them people vote for who they want to vote for. Don't take their money because they not voting for. I mean, really, when you think about it, here's what you're saying. Punish a group of people for not voting for a person that they don't want to vote for. Take their money from them. Do we really want to become that? If you don't vote for who everybody else wants you to vote for, then you get punished. No. We don't want to turn into that. We don't want to turn into that. Because realistically, using that logic, and I understand that it's not, I get that it's slightly flawed what I'm about to say, but you say, all right, Kevin McCarthy could win. Kevin McCarthy could win if these people would just vote for him. So because they don't vote for him, and again, there are people who are actually saying this. So for the people who don't vote for him, they don't get paid since they holding up the government. All right. But you know who else ain't voting for him? Those 212 Democrats. So how you going to say to 6 Republicans, you holding up the process so you don't get paid, but not to the 212 Democrats? I know I understand it's not the best in terms of the comparison, but you got a whole bunch of people who not voting for Kevin McCarthy. If anything, Kevin McCarthy need to say, I can't get the votes. Maybe I don't become the speaker. Hey, look, to the 6 of y'all who didn't vote for me, and you sure ain't no way in the world you ever gonna vote for me. Like, we're never gonna vote for you. Never gonna vote for you. Okay, who would you vote for? Who will vote for, Jim Jordan? And you get with the 214 and you say, all right, they said they ain't never gonna vote for me. I don't want to just keep holding this up just to be holding it up. Would y'all agree to vote for Jim Jordan? And then the 212 say, or 214 say, sure, we'll vote for Jim Jordan just to get this over with. So then you say, all right, now y'all sure y'all will vote for Jim Jordan? We will vote for Jim Jordan. And y'all sure we all agree we'll vote for Jim Jordan? We all will vote for Jim Jordan. All right, then let's go out there and nominate Jim Jordan. That's the way you solve that. But you don't solve that by punishing the people who don't want to vote for a guy. Angela says, this would never happen in the average workforce. Hold up on your company and see how fast a pink slip floats your way. But this ain't that. This ain't that. And I'm going to tell you for real, if I worked for a company and they said to me, because that's the way it would happen. Like, this board has to unanimously vote for something in order for it to happen. And if they wanted to do something that I didn't agree with, and it was 27-1, and they like, Emanuel, you just keep holding us up, bruh. Everybody want to do this. I'd be like, but y'all said it had to be unanimous, and I don't agree. So let's come up with something else, because I'm never going to agree with that. And then if they like, you're getting fired, I'm like, well, fire me then. Fire me. But this is what I believe in, so this is what I'm going to stand by. Don't create rules that you're not, you know what I'm saying, willing to adhere to. Let me see. The holdouts are extremists. I wouldn't vote for their nominee. Well, true. And that's where we are. The extremists won't vote for McCarthy. And the people who are for McCarthyism, because we got a new McCarthyism coming. The people who won't vote for McCarthy, they won't vote for their guy. And this is where we are. This is where we are. And I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not mad at nobody. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody elected every one of those people to go up there and vote. And I don't care the reason why they voted that way. I support their right to vote however they vote. Lewis says, you only happy with getting fired if you're not making enough, like how they was paying you at the bus. Well, I'm unhappy getting fired at the bus. I hope I never painted it that way. I wasn't happy getting fired. Matter of fact, I tried to talk sense into him. Like, y'all sure y'all want to do this? I think this is discrimination. This might not be the best idea. Who am I hurting? Just let me work and mind my own business. Everybody else is vaccinated, so they ain't got to worry about me. I gave them all the reasons to not fire me in the world, except taking that vaccine. So I wasn't happy to be fired. And I'm just not all broke down and beat up over it. There's a difference. There's a difference. Now, once they fired me, then I was just like, and of course, Mrs. Livingston said, don't worry about it. We cool. I got you. And then I was like, fuck 'em. You know, once she said that, but I was not happy to be fired. Don't misunderstand that. I enjoyed immensely. I enjoyed working at the radio station, mainly because of the people there. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, no, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. But if they was paying you what you was worth, you would have considered taking the vaccine? I considered taking it, even with what they were paying me. I considered it. But whatever. Okay, I can't say whatever. You know what I'm saying? If they was paying me like Lincoln, I might have thought a little harder about. Me and Mrs. Livingston would have probably had to have a real conversation about it. We'd have had to have a real conversation about it. Does the station still have a vax policy? I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, the people that I talk to down there, we don't talk about station business. We just, again, because it's me, when I get on the phone with them, we get to talking and we get to laughing. We get to talking and we get to laughing. That's about it. So yeah, I don't know what their policy is. You have an old man beard going on, because I'm an old man. I'm an old man. This is the way my beard grows. Actually, I'm gonna go cut it. Well, not when I get off the air, but when I get back from doing what I gotta do, I gotta go ahead and cut it. I don't like the way it grow in. It grow in all, you know, this is a bad word, I think, for some people, but it grow in all nappy. You know what I'm saying? I can't grow one of them smooth beards. My hair don't grow like that. So there you go. If they invited you up to a hotel and have you a bag of cash like Lincoln Ware, it deserved consideration. Yes, I might consider it. Try beard conditioner. Look, I done tried everything. I know my hair. Get you some beard oil. I'm telling y'all, I know my hair. I know my hair. Just because it's nappy don't mean it's, it's sound coarse. But it's really not. It feels quite soft. It just, my hair is really curly and it does not grow long. So, it's not a matter of, oh, I need some oil. It's good and soft. It's good and soft. It just grows tight curls. That's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Your hairline and goatee game is jacked. Hey, hey. At least I'm starting to connect. At least I'm starting to connect. I don't just want to point y'all out these things that I see because y'all don't even need to see them. It still don't connect in the middle. I don't know why. It still don't connect in the middle. Like all that just bald. This bald middle of my lip. It's like the anti-Hitler. Hitler only had this little bit growing. I can't grow that little bit. That's how much I hate Hitler. I won't even grow his mustache. But, hey, this is my hair. It's what come out of my head. And I'm comfortable with it. It's been like this my whole life. How you gonna tell me this ain't soft? How you gonna tell me it ain't soft? My hair is soft. My hair is soft. What else is going on? There was something else that I wanted to. Oh, what's his name? Hillis? Is that his name? Peyton Hillis? Former football player. He played for Cleveland for a while. I hate seeing little stories like this. He's in like a coma or something like that after rescuing his kids who were about to drown. So he had to rescue his kids. They were about to drown, and I guess maybe something went bad. Something went bad, and so yeah, he's. They say he's getting better. They say he's getting better. There it is. Former NFL star Peyton Hillis is in ICU after saving his kids from drowning. They don't give you a lot of details of the story, but just apparently his kids are safe and he's in intensive care. They say his health is improving, but he's still unconscious, which is bad. Which is bad. I hope that he get better soon. I hope he get better soon. Beth, people always trying to tell me stuff. Don't you know if it was that simple, I'd have done it years ago? Now I don't care how they line it. You can't make this. You know what I'm saying? It don't grow. It don't grow. I don't care how many barbers that I could go. This is legit. I've been to the barber school and had the instructors at the barber school huddle up like, okay, well, what can we do? Because this, you can't line it up this way because this side is like this and this side is like that. So they don't go. And then right across the front, they don't grow right there. So in order to have the hairline straight, you got to push it back. And then, come on. I've had a team of barbers work on this, and I don't care how they shape it up. It's not going to be straight. And if it is straight, look at where my hairline would have to begin in order to be straight. Right here, which means all of this would have to go. All of that would have to be gone. In order for my hairline to be straight, all that would have to go. Come on, stop it. If I don't know nothing else, I know this head. I know what it is and what ain't gonna happen. It was a legit team of barbers huddled up. Like, what can we do? I don't know. Oh, it just some stuff is what it is. Some stuff is what it is. It just is what it is. But yeah, no, Peyton Hillis. I hope he gets better soon. And that's it. That's it. I hope he gets better soon. I hope he gets better soon. What else? What else is going on? And just I am against dyeing my hair. I'm against it. Again, look, if you want me to dye it, here's what you do. You get me a role, like a movie role or a TV role, or even put me in a play. You put me in a play, and I think I can act. I really do want to do a play. I don't know where to go to begin acting. Excuse me. Like, I try to hook up with the Cincinnati Black Theater. I'm going to say, really, it was my fault. I didn't pursue it hard enough. But I think I could act. Like, I really do. I genuinely believe I could act. And especially a musical, because I could get up there acting and then bust out in song. Because I sing okay. So you get me a good role in a play where I have to dye my hair black. I'll dye my hair black. For artistic purposes, I will dye my hair black. Other than that, please. This is the way it come out of my head. This is the way it's going to look. This is the color it's going to be. And if people can't get with that, then they just can't get with that. They can't get with that. They just can't get with that. I have a new black Sharpie marker with a chisel tip. Y'all some haters. Y'all some haters. Oh. But let's see. What else is happening? I don't really have a whole lot today. Today is Friday. I know I'm not gonna be here for the a whole 2 hours for the duration. So I just kind of came on again. Like I said, I was in a good mood. The people I'm not gonna let people bring me down today. Not that I typically do. Technically, Donald Trump lost another election. Yesterday because he was nominated to be Speaker of the House. And he came in last. I think he got one vote. So technically, he lost another election. And you know what? I bet you I would be willing. I guarantee you. I'm saying I guarantee you that he might have probably called and told those people, don't nominate me no more. Because every time y'all nominate me, I'm going to lose. And then people will be able to use that against me. I don't want to be known as a loser. I can almost, not almost, I can guarantee you that he probably might have called people and told them that. Can you imagine him being Speaker? It would be chaos. But again, that's what, and I really do believe this, even though I don't believe that you should be able to make them vote the way you want them to vote. I believe that that's what this portion of the Freedom Caucus wants. They want chaos. All they want to do. They know how to tear down. That's all they talk about is tearing down things. That's it. But they don't know how to govern. They don't know how to build. They don't know how to work with people to make things happen. They're anarchists. They're, tear the whole thing down type of people. Oh, we can fix it. We can fix it. All right, here, fix it. Let me just smash it. I thought you could fix it. Well, we need something new. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who they are and that's what they're doing. But people voted for them. People voted for them. And in this country, in this form of government that we have, they got the right to do that. But yeah, if Donald Trump, if they did make him the speaker, it would just be chaos. I would be entertained by it, but it would still just be chaos. Let's see. Have you been keeping up with the Williamsburg issue? What about the city giving notice to the lady that called the media? I've not really been keeping up with that. I mean, I've kind of heard about it. And of course, I always respect people who see something and decide, hey, I'm gonna step up and speak out against it or do something about it. I always respect that because, you know, everybody look at stuff and complain. But as the fact that they gave her notice to vacate, that's just a sign that if you step up and complain, well, not just step up and complain, if you step up and do something, try to do something, you can face serious consequences for it. And that's why I always respect people who say, I'm going to step up and do something. Because, you know, there's people who don't care. There's people who don't care what happened to that lady. People like to see the drama. People like to hear, you know, oh, she said this was wrong and oh, she said that was wrong. And, you know, oh, she called the media and oh, she got attention over there. But now that she got to leave, how many of them people are stepping in saying, sister, how can we help you? They told you to vacate. I got a place for you to live. I got money for you to pay your rent. I got, you know what I'm saying? How many people? I'm not saying no one is stepping up to do it because I don't know that. There might be, hopefully there is somebody who's stepping up to help her. But the people who were enjoying her being out front, the overwhelming majority of those people will never step up and do anything to help her in her time of need. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's the way people do. And that's why I like people who like, even if I don't necessarily agree with them, I appreciate people who step up to attempt to make change. Now, don't confuse that with people who step up to criticize people who stepped up to attempt to make change. Because there's a difference. There's a difference. I get out here and I'm, you know, the police is bad and the police is beating us and we need to do something about the police. And then somebody else get out here like, why he always talking about the police? The police ain't that bad. And this is this and that. You ain't really trying to do nothing. You just trying to shout me down to get you some, well, I believe it was called clout yesterday. It's another form of clout chasing. Speaking of yesterday, Wyatt's show, I so agreed with Wyatt yesterday. There are people who use tragedy, just period, tragedy, not necessarily just our tragedy, but they really do seem to get off on using our tragedy to promote themselves. And it is hard to know when something is done from the heart. But here's what I'll say. And I'm speaking specifically about Jeff Ruby. I don't know if Jeff Ruby did that from the heart. I really do believe Jeff Ruby is a racist. Only because I heard him use the N-word multiple times. I only met that man face to face once. And I heard him use the N-word a lot of times in that one encounter. Which leads me to believe that man is a racist. That man's a racist. And so I'm going to not talk about Jeff Ruby for a second, but I'm going to get back to him. I understand. I understand that I know of a very high profile athlete. Like if I said his name, everybody would know who, even people who don't follow the sport that he's in would be like, oh, I know him. Very high profile athlete gave money to a number of youth organizations and did things to help young people and wanted no credit for it. Well, then how do you know if he wanted no credit for it? Because when you tell people stuff, people always tell people stuff. Even though, like, you know, like if I gave money to I forget what they calling them now, but the water boys. And I told, let's say Scott, like, yeah, man, I gave him $1,000, you know. I don't want nobody to know, Scott. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? It came up in conversation, and yeah, I did. I donated $1,000, whatever. Scott gonna tell somebody. It might come up in a conversation with him, and he'd be like, yeah, you know, I happen to know that Emanuel gave him $1,000. For the record, I didn't give him $1,000. But so I'm saying that to say, the persons who told me about it, and like, he don't want nobody to know. Like he don't want no credit for it, no nothing. And of course I'm like, then why you telling me? You know what I'm saying? You telling me. But I understood what they was doing, you know what I'm saying? They was just saying the same thing I'm saying. There are people out here who do good, abundantly good for people, and don't want to take any credit for it. He apparently specifically told a number of these people, look, I'm going to donate this money. And I'm going to continually donate this money as long as don't nobody know that I'm donating this money. Like that, the money was contingent upon not telling people that he was the benefactor. Because he just did not want the credit in that way. He just wanted to do it. He just believed in it. And again, since he didn't want no credit, and the person who told me wasn't supposed to tell me, I will never tell. But when I look at that dude, I'm like, I respect that. And I do hear a lot of people criticize him for not being involved. And I'm like, oh, if they only knew how involved he is, but he makes people basically swear to not tell. Whereas on the other spectrum, you got people who, you know, call the news, pose for the camera, show up with their insignia on their van and all of that kind of stuff. You got a lot of people who do that. And then, you know, does a commercial, does an interview, and then talks about his new restaurant. And a lot of people don't think that deep into stuff. People are just like, oh, he's such a great guy. What a class act. Now, a class act would have been do it and shut the fuck up. That's a class act. That's a class act. But that's just that. That's just that. But yeah, I don't to how I got all the way there from here. I don't know the whole situation, but I do understand. I do understand that speaking up can have its consequences. Can have its consequences. And so I always respect people who speak up for other people. Because, you know, you see what's happening. And that stuff is not, it's not accidental. It's not coincidental. Like, oh, that had nothing to do with her speaking up. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. It did. My youngster says, if I were starving and Jeff Ruby offered me free food, I'd stay starving. I'm not going to go that far. If I'm starving, I'm going to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to eat. That whole wanting to be alive kicks in and takes over. But I'm not going to be fooled into believing that he's not a racist. Because I still believe he's a racist. But I'm going to eat. Either die or eat this meal from Jeff Ruby. I'll just die. No, that would not be me. That would not be me. I'll be eating thinking it's a damn shame a racist had to keep me from dying. But I'm going to eat. Let me see. What else is going on, y'all? It's kind of Friday. Y'all know I used to do that whole week in review. Oh, hold on. I got a question. Not to necessarily give a... hold on before I get to that. So you heard Jeff Ruby dropping N-bombs and you didn't say anything? Who said that I didn't say anything? Who said that? Where did you get that from? Where did you get that from? Of course I said something. And there was somebody that was just about ready to fight me for saying something. A black man who was ready to fight me. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Was ready to fight me for saying that I didn't appreciate Jeff Ruby using the N-word. But I had to say something. I had to say that's racist. You shouldn't be using it and you were racist. But it was somebody ready to fight me. What's wrong with you? Why are you worried about him saying the word? Just let him say it. Let him say the word. Just let him say the word. Why he keep dumping it? Why he keep dumping the word? Yes. Hell yeah, I said something. I don't know that I have it in me to not say something. Why are you acting like that? Why are you acting like this? Because he's racist. He keep using the N-word. That's why I'm acting like this. I don't appreciate it. Well, he's not your guest, okay? He's not here as your guest. You know me. And then, it was bonkers. All because I didn't like that man using the N-word. So yeah, don't tell me I didn't say anything. I almost got into a whole fight. I was actually ordered to stop saying anything about it by my supervisor. By my supervisor. I was ordered not to say anything about it. And Lincoln wasn't my supervisor. I was ordered to just do your job. So I was another person sitting there and I had them run the board and I walked outside to the hallway. Because I just couldn't do it. And then somebody else ran the board. And then after everything was said and done, I can't believe how immature you are. And you just gonna walk out the studio. That's so unprofessional. You walking out the studio. Like, what? How did that hurt you? How did him saying the word hurt you? Like, because he's saying the N-word, fool. It should have bothered you. I promise y'all this all happened. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. Tell me I didn't say anything. Stop it. Stop it. And if you ever ask, then y'all be thinking I'll be making this stuff up. If you ever ask, if he's being honest, he'll have to tell you that what I'm telling you is true. He'll have to tell you that what I'm telling you is true. He was mad because I kept dumping it, and he kept saying, "Don't dump it. Don't dump it. People need to hear him say it." He kept saying that and went and told on me. And then my supervisor came in and told me, "Just do your job." So I said something. No, it wasn't J Love's daddy. J Love's daddy, Ross Love, was not the one who told me to just say it. It wasn't Ross Love. When was this? This what we were still on what section in Reading, Summit in Reading, one of those two, across the street from where Black Jesus, beat Lincoln ass. Where that marathon station is, we were still there. Matter of fact, he had parked his Jaguar. He had parked his Jaguar illegally. And I was trying to call the police, which might have been a little immature. Did you see my comment? No, I didn't. If you can redo it, it's a lot of comments. And I was trying to call the police in hopes that they would come in, at the very least give him a ticket. But I was like, if they tow his ass. And I was not allowed to call the police on him. I remember this day so vividly. Lincoln Ware and P.N. Everson Price. They was heated with me. They were heated with me. But I sure enough was going to call the police, because I was like, I looked out the window. I was like, that ain't even a real parking space. Like, why are you worried about where he parked? Why he saying the N-word? You know what I'm saying? Let me call the police. Put that phone down. You can't call no police. No, I'm calling the police. It's somebody illegally parked. See something, say something. I remember I'm gonna say like is it tan? Like a metallic tan colored Jaguar. The older body style. That classic Jaguar body style. I remember that day like it was yesterday. Tony says, damn, E-Man, you done had a lot of drama through Cincinnati. You should run for county prosecutor. Oh. I don't know that I would say I've had a lot of drama. I would say people get mad at me a lot of times for stuff. Oh. But yeah, no. That all did happen. If you don't believe me, ask Lincoln Ware. If he remember, he will have to verify that yes, Jeff Ruby was on his show. I think he's only been on the show one time. I know to my knowledge, only been in the studio one time. He'll have to verify Jeff Ruby was in the studio on his show. Jeff Ruby said the N-word. I spoke out and said I didn't like it. I kept dumping it when he kept saying it, and he tried to fight me because he wanted me to not dump it, that I walked out of the studio, and that I threatened to call the police because he was improperly parked. He can verify all of that. I don't make this stuff up. I don't lie to y'all. Now, I know somebody like, that's just so immature, Emanuel. It's immature. It might be. Maybe I'm immature. Why was Ruby saying the N-word? Why does anybody say the N-word? Because he wanted to. I don't know why. He wanted to say the N-word. He was referring to black people as N-words. And he was referring to himself as an N-word lover. I kid y'all not. He was calling himself an N-word lover. Y'all, if y'all don't believe me, ask Lincoln Ware. I'm not, you can't make this stuff up. Yes, he was calling himself an N-word lover. Oh, looking back on it, it just all seems so ridiculous. It all just seems so ridiculous. But it's true. Oh. I remember thinking, who takes pride in calling themselves an N-word lover? But of course, he never said N-word. He actually said the word. He actually said the word. You can't make this stuff up. Ask Lincoln. Well, what was I talking about? I don't know. Y'all got me all. What was I talking about? All right, now they're reporting. McCarthy says he is confident that he will be elected Speaker of the House tonight. And I believe it. I believe it. It's January 6th. This day means something to them. And I believe that it's possible that he will be elected tonight. I'm sure right now they are in negotiations with the 6 people who keep voting no. Because, last time it was only 6 people who voted no. I'm sure right now they are in negotiations. They're saying, what do you want? What do you want? And if they can get, they need 4 of them? They need 4 of the 6 to say, give me this, I'll vote for you. And that's what they'll do. Did he use the hard R? You know he did. You know he did. Felt like he wrote the R. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely no A on the end. Yeah, no, it was definitely the R. Oh, if I had the tapes, one thing that I wish I had done, I wasn't really thinking about any of this stuff when I was leaving. I was just thinking, they made a bad decision. Let me leave. Actually, no, that's not true. I was thinking they made a bad decision. Let me leave. But I don't want to leave them in a bad situation. So and I remember talking to the lady from HR before, once she told me, okay, you're officially terminated, get your stuff and get out. Her words were, you're officially terminated, or your termination is effective right now. You can clear your things and leave the premises, or something along those lines. It was, professional, but a little harsh. And I was like, okay. And I actually said this, and I don't kick myself for it, because, again, I ain't got no beef with them. I was like, because she said, we're going to be terminating, your access and, your email and all of that kind of stuff. And I said, well, hold on, before you do that, because I'm the only one here, and it's a Friday. I haven't scheduled the logs or, put in the shows for the weekend or any of that kind of stuff. So give me another hour. Let me schedule the logs, at least for the next 2 weeks. Let me put in the shows for this weekend, and let me make sure that I've written down kind of operations manual, so that anybody, who comes in here knows exactly what goes where. Because I don't necessarily want y'all to, sound raggedy or nothing like that, because people didn't know what to do. And she said, well, I got to make a call. And then I guess she called the general manager, and the general manager said, okay, that's cool. And so they left my stuff on for an hour, and I did all of that kind of stuff. So, but the one thing that I wasn't thinking about, I should have had me a little drive, because I had a whole lot of old clips of some of the funniest stuff from, say the past 5 to 7 years of the buzz. I had a clip, just all kind of clips. I would have just dropped them on a drive and brought that home. Because, I mean, it was just audio. I would have put that audio on a drive and brought it home, and then I would be able to play some of this stuff for y'all. But I wasn't thinking about that. I legit was just thinking, let me. When I left, they had 2 weeks of scheduled programming. 2 weeks of scheduled programming and instructions on how to do every single thing that I did. And they still made some mistakes here and there. And I got a call or two like, hey, man, how do you do the so-and-so and so? And I'd be like, oh, you just do this. And, it's cart number 0454. Put it in the PG3 category. Make sure when you put it in, you got to put it in with the importer. And don't put it in with that other importer. You got to drop it into this file. Otherwise, if you do that, it'll play on that station, but it won't play on this station. And, all right, thank you. They're going to call like, hey, I got a question. Can I have this person on? Does that count as community service, or would that count as like, no, you don't have that person on. You can have those people on, but you can't have that person on, because if you have that person on, that's not technically community service. You're really just doing a commercial. So you can't have that person on. But here's the rule. Bam, bam, bam. And, okay, well, thank you. And that was that. So yeah, I got a few calls in the first, month, maybe 2 months afterwards. After about 2 months, they kind of, I guess either they figured it out or they said, don't call him no more. You know what I'm saying? Ben says, taking files is cool if you do it. It was a problem when Trump did it. The stuff I was taking wasn't classified. What? The stuff I was taking was just silly audio. Stuff that made me laugh. Like the clip of Black Lion at the Museum Center when Lincoln banned him for life. That type of stuff. Not stuff, national security. How are you going to try to equate me taking a clip of Sister Francis talking about the balls with Donald Trump taking classified documents? Boy, you sure is stretching for that Donald Trump. You sure is stretching. Daryl says, I wouldn't have helped him. And I know a lot of people said that, but just the way I felt about it, like, look, this is the policy. I understand the policy. I'm not mad. I think it's a horrible policy, but I ain't mad at nobody for the policy. And I had too many people there that I care about. And why, put undue hardship on them? Why? You miss it, don't you? I miss the people. Not necessarily the job. If that make any sense. I miss the people, not necessarily. Like when I see Angel on the screen, I'm like, Angel. Actually, I always called her Angelica because she hated when I called her Angelica. Oh, y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I am. And she'd be like, my name is not Angelica. And I'd be like, okay, Angelica. But she's one of the nicest people that you'll ever meet, unless, of course, you get on her bad side. And then I've been booted off of her friends list on Facebook and on other platforms that we've been associated with. She's booted me I don't know how many times. So if y'all in good standing, she cool in the mug. If y'all in bad standing, she quick to cut you off. I've been cut off a number of times. But no, do I miss the work? No. I miss laughing with Terrence, because if y'all don't know this, Terrence Howard is one of the funniest dudes you will ever meet. One of the funniest dudes you will ever meet. And me, Terrence, Chad, and Daryl. Me, Terrence, Chad, and Daryl. Groove, Rare Groove. Those were some of the best times, period. Some of the best times, period. Uh, Black Lion banned for life. What did he say? I don't want to say what he said, but it was hilarious. And Lincoln got really mad. Lincoln got really mad. And like, you a punk for that. You know that, don't you? You know you a punk for that. Oh, and you can hear Black Lion as he's walking away in the echoing of Union Terminal down there at the Museum Center, and you can hear Black Lion laughing. Like, you know you a punk for that, don't you? You know you a punk for, and I'm just looking at him, and he just, ooh, you know you a punk for that. Ooh, I just wanna, ooh, and he knew what he was doing, I'm being nice, and I'm just letting him on because I'm being Mr. Nice Guy. And he said, and you know you a punk for that, don't you? And in the background, all you hear is the echoes of Black Lion laughing as he walks away. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. It was the funniest thing. One of the funniest things ever. I actually did a transcript, which is how I transcribed it, which is how I almost can remember verbatim everything that was said. Why do y'all get me talking about this stuff? I'm not here to talk about this stuff. I am not here to talk about this stuff. Oh, and for because I never talked about it. And here's the reason why I didn't talk about the football player who almost died on the field. Number one, I didn't see it. So I wasn't as devastated as most people were because a lot of people saw it. And I understand that there's a difference when you see it and when you didn't. Like I said, Jeremy Renner, he was in critical condition. But people wasn't devastated by that. This football player, Peyton Hillis, he jumped in and, basically he done drowned, saving his kids from drowning. But we didn't see it. So, we not as devastated about that. And so because I didn't see it, I wasn't as devastated by it. Like, I'm still like, I hope that brother recover 100%. Hope he recover 100%. But I wasn't as emotionally invested in it as the people who watched it. Like, you watched something happen live. And I understand the effect that could have on you, right? I get that. So I didn't really want to talk about it because, I didn't want to seem insensitive because I wasn't going to be as devastated as, I wasn't going to be devastated enough for people. If that make any sense. Like if I would have got on here on, it happened Monday Night Football. So if I'd have got on here on Tuesday and been like, well, I didn't see it, but I hope the brother recover. Man, people would have tried to kill me. People would have tried to kill me. So I didn't really talk about it. But, they say that the brother is he's awake and he's talking. They done removed the breathing tube and all that kind of stuff. And I hope he has a full recovery. Same with Jeremy Renner. He's up. I just saw an update on him. I just saw an update on him earlier today. But he's up. Not up, but he's awake. I think he's talking and he's doing something else now. Some good signs. So good for all of these people who are recovering. Because that's what we want to see. Hopefully, Peyton Hillis, same with him. Hopefully he recovers. As well. Bro, ain't nobody expecting no sensitivity from you. Let me tell you. I had people hating me because I asked for prayers for Jeremy Renner. And somehow that meant I didn't care about the football player. And people were attacking me, like legit attacking me for wanting to see another human, a human that wasn't that particular human, not die. Like I was evil. I was evil for people, to people, because there was another human that I didn't want to die. Like all my wanting not to die should have been for him. I'm like, I just so happen to be looking for that show that Jeremy Renner is in on Monday when I was watching Monday Night Raw. And I was like, whoa, he in critical condition. And then I go to Facebook and everybody going bonkers. And I'm like, well, pray for Jeremy Renner too. See, why you want that young brother to die? Like, I never said I wanted that brother to die. I said pray for Jeremy Renner. All right, let me go to the phone. CK?
Absolute outrage.
Oh,
Absolute outrage.
what's outrageous?
Man, what the hell? If you sensitive, you don't need to be watching football. The hell? The show must be, what the hell? They might as well just stop playing football. You know how dangerous the sport is. We done seen people get paralyzed from the neck down. And now you going to stop the game, cancel the game. What the hell is you watching the sport for if you, you know it's a day. If you can't stand the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen. Now everybody wants, what the fuck is the purpose of stopping the game for? We got money on this, man. Now how I'm supposed to get my money and y'all done cancel the game?
Well, but don't you...
I don't understand this.
Hold on, but don't you think, because I haven't spoken on this, and, you know, I'm not watching the NFL anyway, and I'm definitely not betting on no NFL stuff. But I understand the thing that a person's life is more important than your
Of course it is,
bet.
but what the hell is you watching it for? I know a person's life is more than a movie, but they still finish the movie up. You think when people get killed making movies, we just, this movie's so dangerous, somebody died. We can't make this movie.
They shut it.
They done put the wrong bullets in.
They do shut it down. Like what the little Western movie that the one dude it was playing in where they so-called accidentally shot the director and killed her.
Right.
They shut production down. Now, will they come back and finish that movie? They say they will, but they shut it down. They don't just be like, all right, roll the director out the way, call the ambulance, and let's go take two. They don't do that.
But this is part of the game. How many injuries and stuff we did? I'm saying, if you that fucking sensitive, why you not saying we need to stop football then? This shit dangerous, people dying. We done seen people die in practice. Why they not advocating for the end of football then? If you really care about people's lives over the sport, what the hell is the purpose of suspending the game? The show must go on.
Well, there's a difference between an injury and a death.
People die in football. You've seen it happen. High schoolers then died and everything. Why they haven't ended the sport? If that's your concern, life, you shouldn't be watching the fucking sport. What's the purpose of watching these sports? If you the life type, if you are all about life,
CK. First, just for me, calm the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Why are you?
I lost a lot of bread off of this, man.
Hold on, but don't. Yeah, why you that daggone sensitive about it? Like, it is just a sport. It's just a game. All right. So don't be.
You stopping this game ain't helping him at all. It ain't like, okay, if we cancel the game, it's gonna help him live. I can see if it's helping him survive. This shit don't make no sense. What is you trying to spin an image?
No. Hold on. Okay, let me ask you this. Since you brought it up, let me ask you this. If you and I are, shooting a little independent movie, not no porno, okay? We shooting a little independent movie, and there's a gun scene, and you got a gun, you think it's blanks in it, and you shoot your co-star, which wouldn't be me, I'm directing, and that co-star die. You think when the ambulance come, take them off, I should just be like, all right, get another co-star in there, take two, go. Or should I be like, all right, look, we shutting it down for at least for today. Like, I'm devastated by this. Hopefully CK is devastated by this. And
Right.
it just acting doesn't seem all that important right now, seeing as how you just shot somebody to death. Wouldn't you understand that?
Yeah, I understand that perfectly, but we're talking about football. We have seen traumatizing injuries, and they don't cancel no fucking game.
Injury
That's
in
what I'm trying to
again.
tell you.
Hold on, but again, what you're not understanding is the difference between injury and somebody dying on the field. Because
What about
my
when
understanding
Shannon
is
Sharp died on the field, paralyzed?
my
Shannon Sharp, not Shannon Sharp, but Sterling Sharp.
hold on. My understanding is this young brother was basically dead. They had to do CPR and defibrillate him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Bring him back to life. So you just watched your teammate just die and have to be revived, and you like, F it, second down, or whatever the case may be. Like, come on.
But this is I'm
That's
talking about
different.
how many. That's what professionalism is about. When you're a professional athlete, how many people say they're willing to die in the ring? I'm willing to give it all on the field.
That's all.
That's why you watching
Hold on,
it.
stop.
It's
That's
a blood
all.
sport.
That is all hyperbole when they say that. They don't really want to die on the field. That's hyperbole.
You don't want to, but you know it's part of it. Your brain is not meant to take punches. Football is a very violent sport. That's why we watch it. Because of the injury. We want to see people get hurt. They watch car racing.
Hold on, stop. No. CK. Now what you're saying don't make no sense. Because I don't watch the NFL, but I watch college. I'll be watching the XFL when it come back. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I want to see a good game. I want to see some good tackling. I want to see some long passes. I want to see some hard runs. But I'm not actually like, I've never watched a game and after the game was disappointed because didn't nobody get hurt. I don't want to
but I'm
see
saying,
somebody
what
get
that's
hurt.
about. It's CTE. This shit is forming CTE. People are getting brain injuries after their career. They killing themselves. They killing their wives because they forming CTE. Is a very dangerous sport. So if you really feel like that, why are you promoting it? Why aren't you speaking against it? Why aren't you saying we need to end this violent sport?
Well, there are a lot of people
dying on the field.
There are a lot of people who do actually say that, who feel that way and advocate for that. I would say, from my perspective, look, I want to see a good game. When Monday comes, I want to see TCU beat Georgia. But I don't want to see one of the Georgia players die on the field.
No, I don't want to see that neither. I'm just saying the show must go on. I'm saying I'm saying, what are you going to do? So why they don't cancel the rest? Okay, he almost died on the field. Why don't we just cancel the rest of the season? Since he almost died, why not cancel? So this don't happen to nobody else. If that's how you feel,
because again,
that's what happened. He just took a shoulder to the chest.
But I don't know that you're being reasonable in terms of the way that you processing this. And here,
you know what I'm saying? But you're not being reasonable about canceling the game because you know this is all part of it. Everybody is grown. These not little kids. They grown and they know this comes with it. So what's the point of canceling?
Look, I agree with you, CK. They grown. That's why I don't really feel sorry for them when they develop CTE later on. You got all of the whatever from it, and you had to deal with the after effects of it. But I understand that from the perspective of just a human watching another human die, watching another. Remember when when the man got ran over at Kroger?
Oh my God, that was devastating. That hurt me. But I still went back to Kroger. The next day.
Hold on. I know someone. Oh, something happened. His phone dropped. I know someone who worked at that Kroger and who sat and prayed with that man while help came. And that person was devastated. Didn't know that man from nobody else, had never met him, nothing. But they watched a human die in their eyes. And that devastated her. She couldn't just go back to work. I mean, did she eventually go back to work? Yeah. But this was a person she didn't even know she watched die, prayed with him. No, she didn't go back to work that day. I don't know if she went back that week. Eventually, yeah, she, we're humans and we cope with stuff and we learn how to, process and then, move on. And again, this was somebody she didn't even know. This guy, in my mind anyway, was friends with these people. They get out there, they practice every day, they go in the locker room, they laugh, they joke, they probably go out, drink together, and all other kind of stuff. I'm sure they consider themselves like family. And the idea that, well, he died, but oh well, hopefully he be all right. Like, no, I understand them saying, no, we not playing this game. This is no longer important at this moment. Give me a minute, a few days, maybe, and then I can go back on the field. But right now, I'm not thinking about a first down, a touchdown, a tackle, a sack, nothing. I understand that. Daryl talking about my post says that's not the way your post was worded. That's exactly the way my post was worded. Jeremy Renner is in critical condition. He was in an accident. Y'all praying for him too. I think that's word for word my post. Ain't got no reason to lie about stuff. Stop it. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. I got somewhere I got to be at 5 o'clock. But, hopefully all of these people who are in critical condition, who are hurt, hopefully they all recover. Full recoveries. All right. But again, I didn't want to talk about it earlier because I didn't feel the same level of sensitivity because I didn't watch it. But all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for this, abbreviated version of the afternoon experiment. Enjoy your weekend. Laugh. Find somebody to laugh with. Find something to laugh about. Laugh. Have a good time. It feels good to laugh. Trust me. I will see y'all on Monday. I'm not sure if it'll be the afternoon experiment or if it'll be the King and I. It all depend on if Wyatt's schedule works so that he can come on at 3. But, we'll see what happens on Monday. Hopefully, me and Wyatt can get together. Hopefully, his schedule works out. Y'all know he's a busy man. And hold on, before I go, because I do have to get out here. Let me say this about Wyatt. I don't agree with everything Wyatt say. Some of the stuff he say, I agree with. But I know Wyatt to be a generous dude. And I'm not talking financially. I'm doing some stuff. And I was kind of talking to him. We were just talking and I was saying, I got to do this. And he was like, well, how are you doing that? And I'm like, well, I got this, and, I just go and I order this. And he was like, well, no, don't do it that way. He didn't use these words. I got a hookup. So you can get supplies much cheaper than you getting them now. I'm like, but I got a hookup too. And he's like, trust me, my hookup is probably better than your hookup. Let's compare hookups. We compare hookups and his hookup was better than my hookup. And I'm like, all right, I need to get that hookup. And he was like, well, let me hook you up. And just like that, it was like, all right, well, what you need? Bam, bam, bam. It's like, all right, well, there you go. You got it. And if until you get this hookup steady, if you need this hookup again, I'll let your boy. I got you. And it's a legal hookup. It ain't, it ain't no shady stuff. It's a legal hookup. But just knowledge that, but like, you should know that. You don't know something until you learn it. And so there was a level of knowledge that he had that I didn't have. And he shared that with me. And I appreciated it. And there's a lot of people who won't share that information. It sounds like such a small thing. But you know how many people that I've talked to, since, well, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, but, entering into that particular field. And I've talked to a number of people who got the exact same hookup that Wyatt got, who was like, don't even worry about that hookup. Don't worry about that. That'll come. But no, spending money on supplies is kind of a big deal in terms of being a startup. And if I can, cut my costs starting up, like, yeah, but I wouldn't worry about that if I was you. Just somebody not wanting to give you that hookup. Somebody not wanting to give you that hookup. And there were a number of people that I talked to in this field who just had that same information but chose not to share it. So it's important when you to acknowledge sometimes, like, hey, there are good people out here who don't mind helping you out. And, just because I know a lot of people disagree with it, and I hear a lot of the criticism of Wyatt and all of that kind of stuff. And, man, look, he a good dude. I don't know about this whole sheriff thing. I'm like, you the king, I'm the sheriff. I don't even know what that means. But he is a good dude. And more than anything, I like the idea that he don't mind helping a brother out. And I think, if I had to hook up for him or for you, I would help you out. I promise you I would. So I just wanted to put that out there. He's a good dude. And hopefully on Monday, I won't bring any of this up to him. I don't want that head to get. No, I'm just teasing. I won't, I won't bring anything to him, but bring this up to him. But yeah, he's a good dude. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Do something fun, laugh. I'm thinking sometime next week. I might miss a day or two next week. I'm not 100% sure. I might miss a day or two next week because I want to go to that thing, the simulated parachute jump, I fly. I want to go do that. I don't know why. It's just something I want to do. I wanted to take the little baby, but she like I showed her a little video of it. She don't want to do it. But I want to go to iFly. So I might do that one day next week. I might not be here. But I don't know. I'll let y'all know. Go do something fun. Do something you've never done before. All right? Until next time. It's been, somebody said you almost had perfect attendance this week. What do you mean? I was here every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. At 3 o'clock. Every day this week. What are you talking about? Crystal says, I went to iFly. I just hope it was fun because I'm going to do it. Maybe one day next week. I convince Mrs. Livingston to do it with me. We'll see what happens. Until next time, it's been the Afternoon Experiment. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully something amazing happens to you someday this weekend that changes your life. Afternoon Experiment, Emanuel Livingston, the King of Talk. Until next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.